What's up guys, Zinigami here, and let's go through 50 stamina Princess Turtle Island. Before we start this, because once we start it, it's going to count down 30 minutes, and since I don't want to waste our time doing Princess Turtles, let's go over what kind of characters we want to bring to Princess Turtle Island. Now what I recommend you do is, one way you can look up characters you want is if you go open up, this is optc.github.io, there's links in the video description below that says character database and damage calculator. Go to its character database. On the left side here, scroll down to fixed damage dealers. And you can just sort this. This basically tells you all the units you can bring. Sanji is great because Sanji does 50,000 damage. Vista is great because, 5,000 damage. Vista is another 5,000 damage. Killer's okay, but Killer costs Killer's cooldown is way too long. I got a text message, shush. Kuma's not really great because that's only 1,000. Down, 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 down. Luffy, once we get strong with Luffy on global, he's really good. Enel's 6,000 damage, not useful. Quick Enel is really great. Quick Enel is also great as a captain because he gives you that healing, so it helps you stall out a lot. The best thing about Quick Enel is, well, the hardest thing about Quick Enel is that he goes down to a 17-turn cooldown, which is too far to the right for me to scroll over and show you. But since it actually takes some skill ups, Enel's hard to get. So if you can get yourself an Enel, he basically wipes out everything that you're going to fight, but you have to have that Enel leveled up really well. Tilestone is basically the full body of every single Princess Turtle team. So whereas full body is a character that you bring on 15 stamina turtles to kill the Elder Turtle, Tilestone will eventually be the Princess Turtle killer. He goes down to 14 turns, which is great. Right now he does start at 20 turns, which is a little long, but once he does get his cooldowns up, he is great. You can just slap him on whatever colored team you have. Squardo's really good. He goes down to a 14-turn cooldown too, and Squardo does the same thing where he does damage based on his attack, so Squardo wipes out everything. Log Nami is okay if you don't have... the team that I'm going to be using right now in a minute is 3 5,000 damage dealers. So that's either Vista Sanji, like your Vista, a friend Sanji with your Sanji sub, or your Sanji with a friend Sanji and a Vista sub. But I'm going to be using Vista, Sanji, and Nami. That just gives me more ways to do stuff. And Nami's pretty cool. She goes down to a 12-turn cooldown. And besides these damage dealers, you can also look for defense reducers, which are over here. No, that's damage reducers. Where's defense? Defense reducers. And the one that I'm going to be bringing right now is, since I'm going to be using a Vista captain, I'm going to be using Helmeppo, version 1 Helmeppo, which does go down to a 20-turn cooldown, but he's great. So Helmeppo works out well. Arm Point Chopper works out well if you're going to be doing like Dex Princess Turtles. When Dex Princess Turtles come out, Golden Week cuts it if you want to use it for a quick team. Rainbow Dragon is actually kind of useful if you're going to be using a Vista team because Rainbow Dragon's purple and cuts defense by half. Hawkins is great. Hawkins also cuts defense by half, I believe. Yep, defense by half. Perona's defense by half also. Oh, I'm sorry, reduce any defense by 80%, which is really, really good defense cut. Perona also has a shorter cooldown than Helmeppo, goes down to 14 turns, which that's a good point. I should probably just use Perona. Shanks is also great. Shanks is great whenever, especially right now since it is side Princess, in Princess Turtles. You can bring Shanks on like a double Garp team if you have them. More recommend to use double Garp than using Shanks as a captain because you want the extra health to help you stall out for longer. And then you just look down here, all these characters reduce defense and they're all really, really good. Now if you want to know if you can't actually deal damage or not, you go to the damage calculator, which is the same site, optc.github.io. Click on the settings button over here in the enemy defense. You can control click that and type in Princess Turtles. You can see it has 500,000 defense, which is once again too far on the right side to see. And I can say, let's say I'm using a Vista team. Vista. And let's say I'm going to be using a Perona here. Perona. I can activate Perona and I can see that I can't quite get through if I max out his levels. and give him an orb. Still can't make it through. So even with Chrono Special right now with a double Vista team, I can't get through the enemy defense. That's good to know. Of course, if I brought someone like Helmeppo, turn on Helmeppo, bam, easily kills the Princess Turtle. So always do this to actually check if your strategy is going to work. Like where I was thinking of using Prono right here, I might probably not want to use it because even though an 80% cut, it's still a nice high defense. Let's go to, yeah, I mean, you use the damage calculator before you actually bring your team. It's better to check and make sure. So let's turn off my overlay. Let's go on the actual team we're using. So the team I'm going to be using is right here. We're going to be using Vista with a Vista friend. We're going to be using a Nami as a sub because that is 5,000 damage also. And we're going to use Helmeppo as a sub and Sanji. And Golden Pound Usopp is to help us stall because surviving is actually something you really got to worry about with Princess Turtles. Yes, I'm ready to start. I'm going to be using a Vista and a Vista. If you're bringing some more slashers than just Vista, you can always use a Mihawk ship on here to give yourself some extra health, because that Mihawk ship does give you a good amount of extra health. It depends on how many characters you're actually bringing and how many of them are actually going to be doing damage. So stage 1, you can get Princess Turtles on stage 1, which does make it a little hard for some people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill 3 of these guys. And then I'm going to just leave these last 2 and stall a bit in my last 2. I'm going to keep that food orb on Sanji. This Vista should kill the other turtle right here. Okay, I'll do that just to get rid of the attack. And the turtles, they don't hit that hard, but they do hit decently. And now I'm just going to wait out a bit. Because Princess Turtles, you get Princess Turtle on stage 1, which does spell disaster for many teams. If you get Princess Turtles on turn 1, a lot of teams cannot actually handle that and may just die right there. I'm going to play it safe-ish and stall on 2 units on turn 2 for a little while. At least to a point where I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. If you get Princess Turtles, I mean, why I'm stalling right now, if you have short cooldown stuff, you can always use many different cooldown units to do it. Like right now, I know my Vista has a 15 turn cooldown. My Sanji has a 15 turn cooldown. My Vista actually has a 14 turn cooldown. So of course, if I max out my Vistas and my Sanjis, I can do this within 10 turns. I can move forward really quickly. So now I have my Golden Pound Usopp ready. That means even though I get Princess Turtles on turn 2, I won't die. I'll be fine, hunky-dory. But now, at this point, with my Vistas, my Sanjis ready, my Golden Pound Usopp ready, I can just push forward as fast as I can. One thing I also want to mention for people bringing teams to this island is that if you can't beat Princess Turtle Fortnite, or if you can't beat the Princess Turtle Island within a reasonable amount of time, like if it takes you just too long to kill Princess Turtles, let's say you're using like a double VV team, or maybe you're using a double Enel team, but you don't have any levels on your Enel, so you have to wait an entire 30 turns to actually beat it. It's probably better for you to just do a lower difficulty island. Just do 15 stamina runs if it actually were coming out together. So the way that Princess Turtles work this time, it's only Princess Turtles. You don't have Princess Turtles and 15 stamina turtles together. But there are times where Princess Turtles and 15 stamina turtles are linked in the same 30-minute period. So if you have to choose which one's better to do, it is better to do lots of 15 stamina runs versus only one Elder Turtle run or Princess Turtle run within a single amount of time. And I'm just like rambling on right now because it does take a little while. I'm going to kill this one, and I'm probably going to use I could use my Nami right here to kill this stage, but I'll probably use Nami to kill the Elder on the next stage. With the team right here that I'm using with double Vistas, I can't kill the Elders without using a special, so I'm just going to have to hit them with combo hits. And then Log Nami can actually kill them next turn. So Log Nami isn't necessary, and Helmeppo isn't necessary, but it does make it a lot smoother for future stages. So now that I have this, Helmeppo is only at a 3 turn, so I can just use Vista here. I can use Vista next stage, and I can use Helmeppo on the boss stage. So that's 1 clear. 1 more clear. Oh, we got a Princess Turtle right here. So we got Princess Turtle here. That works out great. So we're doing Sanji, Vista, and Nami. And you can see why here that I stalled out, or why I waited so long to actually kill through some of these stages. And Princess Turtle is something you actually have to worry about. Sometimes you will actually die if you get your Princess Turtle way too early, or if you don't have your cooldowns ready to hit a Princess Turtle. Yeah, boss stage, there's another Princess Turtle here. We just used Golden Fountain Usopp. Then attack 2 turns, and then Helmeppa will kill everything for us. And that's it! That's the entire stage. Of course, if you don't... Princess Turtle does bind a random unit, so you have to be very careful if you're going to be bringing teams that need to survive before you hit Princess Turtles. Make sure you stall out before you get to the Princess Turtle. Don't stall on the Princess Turtle. She hits very hard. She does bind your units, and she will kill you without hesitating. You will die to Princess Turtles. And she does have 12,000 health, 12,500 health, so you have to make sure that whatever specials you do will actually kill them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Zenigami. Good luck with your Princess Turtles, and y'all stay beautiful.